Howdy, Possum Patty here, and today I'm making buttons. Let me show you how I made these happy shiny buttons to put into my winter junk journal. This is the background paper I'm going to use for my buttons. I just splashed some watercolors on this watercolor paper. This is a watercolor paper block. I bought this years ago. I think it was A.C. Moore. It says $31.99 on sale for $5 on a clearance table. It's really nice, 140-pound cold press, 20 sheets. And it's called a block because it's glued on all four sides so that you don't have to tape down the watercolor paper when you're painting and it will not buckle. But then you have to get it off the block. And to get it off the block, kind of slice it and dice it with your palette knife. Just run the palette knife all the way around and it comes right off. And now I'm just going to use this hole punch. Oh, last one went off the edge. I got to start a little closer. Gotta cut this strip off. Try that again. Okay, I gotta start closer to the edge so I can get one more in. And now I'm just going to use the smaller hole punch, make some smaller ones. So now I'm just playing with my circles. I think I'm going to put a little circle on a larger circle and glue that down for one type of button. And then I'm going to take a larger circle that I punched a smaller circle out of and put that underneath another button. Now this part is a little tricky and it doesn't come out even because you can't get the paper into the hole punch any further than whatever that is, like 1/4 of an inch. So you take your little hole punch and put the circle in, and you have to try and get it right even in the middle and down as far as it'll go, and then carefully squeeze it like so, and then you can add it to a larger one. Okay, so I have 8 of this kind and 8 of this kind. And now I think what the first thing I'm going to do is, I think I'll just stretch around the edge, get rid of that white edge. I picked out a few markers, just some cool colors, purples and blues. And I'm just going to go around the edge of all these pieces. Okay. That part is done, and I think next I will glue them. So I'm going to use a little bit of my Tombow Mono liquid glue and glue these down Okay, I'm going to have to let these dry for a couple minutes. And while they're drying, I will plan my next move. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is take some of this Daniel Smith Pearlescent Shimmer watercolor paint and add an extra dimension of shimmer. I think on these buttons I'm going to go around the edge. Remember, I'm doing this for a winter junk journal, so I want it to look frosty. That's why I'm using the cool colors. I haven't decided about this one. You know what? I think I'll go around the edge on this design too. And this is my last one. Then I'll give these a couple minutes to dry and think about what I want to do next. Nice and shiny. Okay, now I think I'm going to use Mr. Gray, my button model, to mark off where I want to punch the holes. This one's a little off center, but I kind of like it that way. And all I'm going to do is take my pencil and make a mark. This one, they don't have to be perfect, but I am doing the 4-hole design. Okay, this part of the video is for adults only. I'm going to take my sharp, pointy, pokey tool and start these holes, putting it down flat so I can see what I'm doing. And then I lift it up a little bit and just push it through. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm going to do that to all of these buttons. Okay, now I'm going to use a little bit of this Mod Podge. This is gloss because I want shiny buttons. And I'm going to put a finishing coat on them and then let them dry. I just put a little bit in a cup. I decided to do 2 things to finish off my shiny buttons. One was to take this black glaze pen, which leaves kind of a shiny, dimensional, inky mark. And right now I'm just circling the buttonholes because I think it makes it look a little bit more buttony. Just going around the holes with the black pen. And the second thing I'm going to do to make my buttons look more buttony is to take this silver thread and put it through the holes, just like I was sewing on a real button. So the first thing I do is come from the back pull it through and leave a little to tie it off when I'm done. And then I'm doing this in an X pattern. And I'm just going to go through a few times. Okay, now I've got a good bit of sparkly silver thread in there. Turn it back over, and while I was sewing, I just held this original end with my finger tight. And now I'm going to cut this end and tie it off. This is what it looks like on the back. Just tie it off once, twice, and 3 is the magic number. Trim off the ends, and this is done. And here they are, all finished. My shiny, icy buttons for my winter junk journal. So thanks for coming along today. Happy making. Bye-bye now.